Alright, as you can see, we are playing Getting Over It with Benefati. And we have a challenge.
Am I supposed to explain it or you're supposed to explain
I'm explaining it. Alright. We have right here a case of beer. And after every 5 sips, we're going to be taking turns. But pretty much, our goal is to reach the summit and possibly complete the game, or if we run out of beers first, that's pretty much it.
it? Yeah.
If I didn't explain it well, Kuno will explain it. Let us begin.
That's it. The also other conditions is every third sip, that's when we'll switch off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Look as the expert climber comes up to the tree. He flings his hammer. Is it closer? Is it closer? Yes, yes. Oh, see how troubles, yes. Can all those experiments mountain climb? Now they come in handy. Let's go for it. And he really makes it over.
I am gonna smack the shit.
There's no
out
feeling
of
more
you.
intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have,
well,
or if you left your
they're not
wallet
gonna
at home,
get the
and
audio
you have to go
from
back
the
after
actual
spending an hour in the
thing.
commute.
So,
What, the game?
If you won some money
No,
at the
no, they're gonna
casino,
get the audio,
you can
but
put all
they're
your
not gonna
winnings
get
on
the
red, but it came up
whole,
black.
actual.
If you got your best shirt
Here,
dry
then it's
cleaned
audio.
before a wedding,
Yeah, they
and
are.
then immediately dropped food
No.
on it. If you won an argument with a
I
friend,
turned off the
and
music.
then later discovered that they just returned to their original view,
Alright.
starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Oh,
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip.
shut
I'll
up.
understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop
Actually,
and quit the
pretty
game.
good.
And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your
Just
mistakes.
coffee.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects.
You're actually doing
Designers
pretty good
slap
at
them
this.
together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them
I think
than
so.
as polished products.
Starting to fuck up.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time.
Kahuna is
In it, your task is simply to
Purposely
drag
trolling
yourself
me.
up a
No.
mountain with a hammer.
I'll keep my beard down.
That act of
I'll keep my
climbing,
beard.
in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor.
What is it?
No amount of forward
Um,
progress is guaranteed.
We're not
Some
drinking
cliffs
yet.
are too
and
sheer
even
or too
though Jericho
slippery,
has fallen,
and the player is
times,
constantly,
you'll know when
unremittingly
he's
in
fallen.
danger of falling and losing everything.
fallen as all the way down,
Anyway, when you start
which is
Sexy
still
Hiking,
possible.
you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
you'll feel it when you fall.
It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them, once you have the correct method, or the correct equipment, or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing.
Come on.
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard.
Damn it.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault, as a player,
Maybe I
rather
was
than as a
thinking
builder.
When he made this, is like
Imaginary
I
mountains
already
build
went
themselves
through
from our
this
efforts to climb them.
garbage.
And it's our
once.
repeated
You know
attempts
what?
to
I'm
reach
gonna
the
let everyone
summit
else go through
that
it.
turns those
I'm
mountains
not
into
making
something
more of the
real.
game.
Whew.
Not saying this. bad game. It's just it can really get to you.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Come on, come on. Yes, yes, climb! Climb in full! Damn it. Yeah, come on. Come on. No. Crap. Oh. Direction, other direction, other direction. No. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Crap. Fuck.
What the freak?
What?
How are you this fucking far up?
What's so bad about it?
I think.
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age.
What?
And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
No!
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
No.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, Scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah. Nope. 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 Hi.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
Woo! Okay, first beer.
Holy crap.
What?
I didn't think you were actually going to fall all the way down.
Can I open it? I can't open it. Alright, your turn, Kuna.
Okay. Alright.
Now it's only if you fall all the way down there. Okay?
Now, I will place this hammer into the ground. Into the ground. No, into the ground. Okay. Move. Wait, is those not flying? Right. I think there's something else.
Would you like reds or... Here, I'll give you the other one. I'll give you the better one first.
I shall... Alright. Serious.
How far did you fall down?
Not at all yet. I'm still
Are you still on the bottom?
trying to get past this rock. Okay. Alright.
So...
I'm crying.
Why?
My soul brain.
Why is your soul crying?
Because I freaking got up here so fucking fast. Give me. Okay. A little bit more. A little bit. Smack. Oh. Use physics.
This is a game without physics. You're a guy in a cauldron with a hammer climbing a mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this. He has yet to leave the base of the mountain.
Okay. Okay.
Are you trying to break the mountain down?
No. Okay, wait. And
That's not good for your head. They should have gave this guy a helmet. Especially if you're playing.
precision. Instrument. Ah.
What?
Why? What'd you do? I don't want you to do. Ah. Okay. Son of which eats a dog. Something awesome. No. What? Spam attack. Just let me get to the ore. Okay.
Are you really having that much trouble?
Okay. No. Okay, so I must have to do this to get up there. So that's what I'll do. Yes. Okay.
Okay, ready? And wham! Smacks that against the fucking wall.
Okay, I'm really glad this isn't like some kind of form of torture.
Oh, it is.
Oh no.
ladies and gents.
Huh. Oh, you gave me the bitter one.
I told you. I gave you the bitter one first, like that you have the sweet ones for the rest. And plus, that's for frickin' and trolling me. Sorry. What happened to your beer?
Sure.
Alright, here, pass it here. Alright, 2 sips, or 1 sip.
You didn't fall. You couldn't
You
have.
did.
Back in the game. I.
It's if you pass the ore and fall.
Okay. Smack. Oh, there's only one way to succeed. There's only one way to succeed. Okay. So much power. Okay, I did this once. Means I can do it. What? How come having such difficulties get past a freaking rock?
You're getting that much trouble trying to get over a freaking rock? That's not even the hardest obstacle yet, you know that. That's not even the hardest obstacle. In my first try, I got fucking miles above you.
That was all your luck. You just burned it all. You burned all your luck on the first one. Yes. Oh.
If you fall, you get a beer.
Or will I? With the power of a pun, I'm unstoppable! Pun.
And swing.
Ah.
Hey, you finally made it above the barn. Oh, never mind.
Now I'm above you. Now I will never fall back down to you. Nope!
You were saying.
I said, I'm better than you, Bard. We're breaking up. How?
Sorry about that.
We have the 1 beer rule, alright? We'll initiate the 1 beer rule. The 1 beer rule is this. After 1 beer, if we feel like we're never going to get farther or far enough.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
Alright. So, we're back again.
Hey, that means you're just back with your barn.
Unleash. Okay. Doing everything in my head. Alright, I got it. I've got
Actually,
it.
how about we make it a 3 beer rule? Like after 3 or 2 beers.
Okay, no. And oh. Maybe it's the sensitivity. Maybe that's the reason. It's not me, it's the sensitivity.
Excuses, excuses, excuses.
Up! No! It didn't go. It didn't go.
You went above the ore, didn't you? Take a sip and pass it back.
That cup will forever stay up there.
No! Whoo!
Saved by a boat.
Pipe.
Looks like a boat. Is that pipe?
No.
It's something metallic that saved my ass multiple times. Yay! And ooh, I'm still caught. I'm still good. I'm still good.
Full power activates.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing.
Are you trying to make me fail?
Maybe.
Oh.
What if I surpassed where I was?
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the same spot you're at, and you're gonna accidentally fling yourself off the cliff. Is this mountain supposed to be like a mountain of stuff that like end up here like a hurricane, earthquake, natural disaster?
Stop trying to overthink it.
Because it's. But, I mean, come on.
Stop trying to overthink it. Woo! That was almost bad.
Photo is when you start. You think, oh, this isn't that hard. I see. This is a piece of cake. No, because the hammer doesn't move how you think it moves.
Crap, wrong thing. Come on, easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it.
What? What?
You were saying
Oh. What?
Ah,
What?
wait, this is obviously an abandoned construction site.
What?
Jericho continued to climb the mountain. His luck continued to wane. Just like
Oh.
this man's hair.
Well, at the end of this video, I know someone's going to be losing their hair.
Sorry, baby.
Oh no.
Would this technically be a secondary checkpoint?
No.
What?
I mean, if this is a fair game, yeah, this would be a checkpoint. Like done in chapters. Chapter 1. Getting over it.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Will that count? Or is it all the way at the bottom still?
I guess that can count.
Okay.
Take 2 sips.
Take 2 sips. Yeah.
Okay.
God help you if you fall all the way down. If you fall, you're drinking. If you fall all the way down, you're drinking a whole bottle. You know that, right?
Yes. It's like
Jonah, I'm doing the progress I do.
I've got this. I've totally got every mustache. Get there.
And
Shut it. Shut it. I know if I mess up right here, this could really.
fuck you.
Okay. 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 It's gonna happen. I know it is. If I don't believe in myself, I can do it. If I don't believe in myself, I can do it. No.
You keep going down lower. You keep going down lower.
I just have to not believe in myself. Don't believe. Don't believe. I don't believe. I don't believe. I don't. I truly don't. I can't do this. I'm terrible. I'm truly awful. I'm scum.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible.
Shut
Just
up.
do what you did before.
Shut up.
You've done this part before. You know how it's done.
Shut up.
Oh, really now? You've done this part before?
Okay. If I... Wait. I have this. Okay. No. Nobel Prize in sucking. I am the worst. I feel like the physics just like in some parts.
Did you just break the game?
No. But I'm out. Okay, I'm gonna smack this hammer here, bang do over there, bring it in, and then smack over here. Become the master in 2 seconds.
You're still on! Hey, look, it's your barn.
There are tears that are just no.
Oh, God.
Boom. So, shortcuts. There's only victory.
You set me back so far.
Why? Why is this ore just like cursing me?
Oh, it's not cursing, or the ore's not cursing you. It's the barn.
Fine. I'm sorry, Barn. I shouldn't have hurt you like that. I hope we can make amends. No!
One full beer!
You know what? Fuck you, Barn. I tried to make it right. Oh.
What do you say we call it quits before we really get ragey?
Never. Close the fucking bar.
Dude.
Oh.
Dude. Within the short amount of time that we were doing this stream, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I got farther up than you did twice. Than you have in your one in all your times. Cheers to a good game.
Wait, how long were we playing for?
Another 30 seconds, 20 or 35 minutes.
Wait, how long? 34 minutes.
Yep. So guys, thanks for watching. Kuna's gonna be losing his beard. And this was Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Good night, good luck, and see you next time.